Hi, thanks for joining me for another pick a card reading. This reading is based on relationships, and the masculine and feminine energy is not gender specific, so just shift it to fit your narrative. And the cards that I'm using are in the description box below, along with the timestamp, so you can just click on the reading you've chosen and go straight to it. Hope you enjoy. Hi, thanks for joining me for another pick a card reading. Relationship reading. So I'm going to jump straight in and look at the masculine's energy. I've got a couple of oracle cards at the end for masculine and the feminine, and then one together. So yes, starting out with the masculine's headspace. We've got the King of Swords and the Star. I feel like there's a bit of conflict within the connection at this time here, but it's all growth, and you know that it's all growth. With the masculine's headspace, he is looking to the future and he is looking to make tangible plans. He has a lot of hope for this connection and is trying to piece that together in what that might look like down the track, and is really doing a lot of processing about this connection and the longevity of it and what that can look like tangibly. There may be a lot of communication going on between this couple at this time, working through some of those deeper fears that might be coming up, that might be getting triggered. This month is a bit of a triggering month for a lot of people. We've got a lot of retrogrades coming in. We've got a lot of high velocity energy happening right now. So if there's a lot of triggers coming up, I do see this couple working together through them, working on healing together, and making some solid plans for the future. If they're not making plans at this time, they're at least putting a lot of mental effort into what that might look like. And in the masculine's heart space, this is where a bit of the conflict comes in. In his head space, he's hopeful and he's got plans and he sees how this could work, like it makes sense. But in the heart space, we've got the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords, and look, I just see so many different layers for this, so it's going to hit home differently for everybody. Some of these, because I've got where is it? I'll jump to that later. We have got the Queen of Pentacles here as well, so that's that married couple that are of the same kind. But anyway, the this masculine, I feel like, is going through a lot of his own rebirth stuff at the moment in regards to the future. Like there's a lot of healing and thinking about the future in a big way here. And in the heart space, like this is the air, the tangible thoughts and the logic behind it. And in the heart space, it's questioning if this is a long-term connection, if this has got what it takes to last the test of time. Also, that's one layer, and I feel like another other people might resonate with it as the masculine wanting to move through some of his own personal rebirth things. I don't totally like, for some people there's the masculine questioning if this connection is going to work out long term, if it is the right connection for him. Like he can see how it works, but in the heart space there's something coming up that's blocking it. But some of you, it'll be about the masculine by himself, his own things that he needs to shed, some old props, Nine of Wands. Okay, so right, getting clear on that. Yes, okay, just get a couple more here. We're getting clear on the future big time. Like we've got this Ace of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. We're looking at that longevity. We're looking at the legacy we want to build here. And I feel like this masculine is somebody who is so powerful. So if he's going to invest in this connection, it's going to be everything. I don't feel like this masculine does short-term stuff. Like I need to know this is right so I can build something huge here, because the potential is massive. And we've got the Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands come out as well. So the masculine might be feeling like if there's some flakiness going on here that he's addressing, or addiction issues, or any of that hot and cold energy, dreamy energy that's not tangible and logical, I feel like that's what he's shedding, because we've got these kings, these two strong kings in the head and heart space here. And the Death card. So it's like some masculines might be questioning if this is going to last the test of time, and others will be looking at their own behavior in the connection, because this is quite sexual, romantic, but young energy. So yeah, just take that one how it applies. There's a lot going on for the masculine, for both people in this connection. I was really excited to do the reading last week, because the patterns have been very loving, very beautiful, a lot of unity going on within couples, and I felt some sort of tower coming up, and I wanted to see how that was going to play out, and here I'm starting to see some of that. So next week will be another telltale again of the story moving forward, but yeah, at this point it's quite huge. There's a lot of change going on for the masculine in the way he's viewing the feminine. Now this is interesting too. Like, I'm wondering if there's some rejection wounds coming up here, or abandonment wounds coming up here. But we've got Five of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. So the masculine's viewing the feminine as either, see, this could hit differently, either she's being left out in the cold by the masculine while he works this out, or potentially she's leaving the masculine out in the cold while she takes space to work this out, because there's something coming up here that needs time and gentle care to work through. And this couple's got what it takes to work through it together, because it's just, I can see of recent past that there's been a lot of communication and work together through some things that have come up, but I just feel like moving forward there's more of that. This is a good team. But anyway, the masculine is viewing the feminine as abundant, and like this is two very what's the word I'm looking for? Dualistic energies, I guess, because we've got this really abundant single lady card, and it could be that they haven't established a long-term connection yet, and that this is still new, and that the masculine is viewing the feminine as a single lady he's yet to, truly, I want to say capture, but it's not the right word, because you just can't capture a feminine like that. But you know what I mean, to ground a logical relationship, a tangible connection, traditional connection. We've got the Hierophant coming up, but yeah, there could be a little bit of abandonment stuff getting triggered between you both at the moment as you work things through. I feel like it's some teething stuff here as well if the connection's new. And the feminine could be also feeling a little... This is the way the masculine's viewing the feminine though. So it's almost like she's got so much. Have I got enough to give? Like, have I got something that's going to be of value to her? Does she want to be single? Am I going to be enough for her? Is she going to leave me in the cold? And just get on with her happy life because she's doing so well? Am I going to hold her back? There's so many fears coming up for the masculine here that I can just see in these cards. Like, if you look at this abundant feminine is facing her back to this cold situation. Like, they're left in the snow. They're not provided for or nurtured or warm in any which way. So perhaps the masculine feels like the feminine is just focusing on what she's doing and letting him go through some of these harder things by himself. Maybe he wants more support from the feminine for these experiences that he's going through. Maybe the feminine is holding space and has faith in his ability to move through it. There's a lot here that'll be different for everyone that just needs a bit more communication together, I feel. Need more communication. So even though I see communication happening within this couple and there's a lot of progress being made, maybe need a little more. The masculine's desire moving forward is the Ace of Wands and the Hierophant. He loves this feminine. He wants to make her his wife, partner, life partner, whatever you want to call it. This is a grounded, tangible connection, and this is beautiful, fresh soul energy. Passionate and creative and fire energy with that wand. So he wants things to stay ignited and to continue to build this thing that you're building together and to continue learning together. This is a learning card on a soul level, and this is a soulful card. So a lot of learning and growth happening together, and embracing changes and embracing new energy. And as I say, embrace change, I'll bring out the masculine's first oracle card, which is embrace change. Changes within self, changes within this connection, and trusting that this connection can help support that change in a way that brings about the best outcome for everybody. So embracing change for the masculine here. And the feminine now. It's kind of everywhere. That one there. Alright, so feminine's headspace. Two major arcanas here. We've got the Moon and Temperance card. So yeah, we can see a lot of that repeating here from the masculine side, where some of these deeper fears might be coming up, or intuitive messages are coming up, and the feminine's sitting with that. The feminine's holding space for that, being patient and trying to stay balanced in the mind space when things are tumultuous and things are coming up and there's a lot to work through. There's a lot of uncertainty, but the feminine is holding tight here, and I feel like just holding space to being patient to it and to the process, and sort of trying to see it for what it is, and trying to be, the connection is bringing up some fears on both sides, and the feminine is trying to bring healing to that, and so is the masculine. Like, I see that he's got the star and the feminine's got the moon, and then the temperance. You know, that is a card of patience and healing and surrender and just trust. That sun is rising in the background there. So in the feminine's heart space, we've got the Knight of Swords. I'm going to pull a couple more here as well. We've got the Knight of Swords and the Ten of Wands. So I keep covering my face. I'll move over. So this is heavy stuff, heavy lifting going on here. And let's just get a bit more. Okay, just have a look what sort of... What come out here? Yeah, okay. Same. Okay. So the feminine, I'm going to take the whole bunch. I don't normally do that, but the message is here. So the feminine is, as we've got, look at this, on both sides now, we've got the King and Queen of Pentacles, and now we've got King and Queen of Swords. So, you know, logic, intellect, grounded plans, longevity, nurturing, connection, healing. There's a lot of strength here. So the feminine's heart space is feeling weighed down by some of these karmic ties, old bonds, addiction issues, codependence, any of those chains that bind you and make this connection heavier. Wanting to find a strategy here, a way to bring about fresh energy into this connection, to move through any of these old ties or bindings that are holding the connection back or blocking the connection. Some of these things the masculine needs to release and work on. The feminine is feeling a little bit weighed down by the whole idea of how to move through this, but at the same time she's sitting with it. She's with it. She's there. It's just hard. There is a desire to make a plan here that moves through any addiction issues or any near this old lower vibrational things that might be coming up. There's such a desire and ability to manifest and create a fresh new beginning that's full of health and abundance. This is a prosperous new beginning. And this is a strategy card. So moving through that devil energy together and apart. And yes, so that'll be a little different for everyone, but I'm sure you're feeling it because, like I said at the start of this reading, there is this conflicting feelings, energy, actual disagreements perhaps, but working through it. There's a lot of strength still. So in the way the feminine is viewing the masculine, and maybe the masculine is having a bit of anxiety or stuck with some old stories of the past about relationships or about his about relationships, about true love, about the feminine's truth, about the feminine, like abandonment, all these sort of things that I've touched on so far. I feel like the masculine is struggling with that and perhaps stuck on some old stories that really do need to be released. And will in time. I feel like the masculine's on a bit of a healing journey here. So, it's just at this point in the process, I feel. And so there is a bit of conflict with the is this going to be, again, I'm seeing that same sort of thing here with where the masculine had in the heart space. Like, is this going to be long term? Is this going to let me down? Am I safe here? Am I safe here? Just touches back on that abandonment wound. Yeah. So the feminine sees that the masculine is going through a lot of ups and downs and a bit of worries. That's okay, because the feminine's desire moving forward is to be that beautiful empress and hold space for this masculine and work together to build a beautiful, healthy union that supports each other. This is the feminine's desire moving forward, and the masculine's desire is quite similar. He wants fresh energy. He wants to make this work. He wants to show up. He wants this connection. So does the feminine. The feminine wants to support and work together through these issues. So if the masculine was having trouble communicating that he might like more support from the feminine, if he felt like the feminine was sort of off on her merry way and letting him deal with the heavy stuff, communicate that, because the feminine wants to work with you. Let her know how she can help you, perhaps. So, but anyway, like, look at this. This is such a beautiful, nurturing, powerful energy. And she wants to showcase all that she has to make this connection work, and to really let him know that if it is a question of, is she going to give up on me, or is she going to, throw me away, she wants to show you that she's just not that person. And that you're her person, because the outcome now, wait, not yet. Feminine's oracle card is courage. Courage, there we are. And it is courageous to hold space while this masculine embraces the change. Like, he's looking over at the courage. So yeah, I can look at just putting them together, and they just, they're both looking in the same direction. I like it. I really like that. Back over to the outcome section now. Just gonna let the wave of excitement rush through my body before I speak. Okay, so we're looking again. We've got soulmate cards here. We're looking at twin flame soulmate connection, possibly. But yes, Four of Wands, twin flame card, death card, the Sun, and the Ten of Cups is the outcome for this connection. So we're working together. We're building stronger connections together to support each other through this transformation and change. And that brings about beautiful, gorgeous, fulfilling, joyful. Like, these are the two happiest cards in the deck. Like, these people want the best for each other. They want the best for themselves. I feel like this old stuff coming up is so important. I really feel like it's important stuff, and I feel like you're going to work through that and create this change. Like, it's coming up to release. It's coming up to be gone, so that you can have a healthier connection, so that all this old stuff doesn't get in the way anymore. So feel that one hard. Okay, so I did get one now. Sinistry card. This is Journey of Love. I'll put all the cards in the bottom, but this is the Ancient Ones, and this is the card for the connection together, the Journey of Love. I'm just going to read from the bottom part. This oracle brings guidance that you have taken a leap in personal growth. If you are still testing it in the physical world, trying to translate your inner changes into outer experiences, take heed. It's only a matter of time before you see reflected back to you in your physical world what you have become within, and you will see it mirrored back to you in the eyes of those around you in sacred relationship too. So that is a beautiful way to sum up this reading and the conflict that might be going on between you individually and together. And I feel like that's a bit of a statement there extra to the masculine about, and you will see it mirrored back to you in the eyes around you, of those around you, and in sacred relationship too. And that just tells me that you need to embrace the change, and you will see that all that growth that you are working on, that maybe the feminine's holding space for, you will see that reflected back in the eyes of the feminine to you, and that will hopefully help you realize that this is maybe, if there are fears about this being long term, or whether you're going to be let down, all that sort of stuff, the more growth you do, the more you will see. It's that law of attraction stuff, and what you are on the inside being reflected back to you. So be more solid for yourself. Give yourself more love, and you will only experience that mirrored back. I just love it. So I think I will leave that there for group 1. And I had so much fun with this one. I can't wait to tune back in next week and see how it unfolds for this collective again. I hope you enjoyed that and it gave you some sort of clarity or comfort. I'll see you later. Hi, this is everyone that chose group number 2, and I'll jump straight into the masculine's energy. I'm just summarize quickly that there is a bit of conflict within this reading. The energy at the moment seems to be a bit of tower energy coming up for everyone in the last a week at least, and it will, I believe, continue to show up that way as we move through some of the harder energies and triggers coming up for us. Little wounds surfacing. We've had a big full moon, and we've got a lot of aspects up there in the sky right now that are triggering, to say the least. So I'm just going to go straight in on the masculine's headspace here. We've got the Five of Wands and the Knight of Swords conflicted, and perhaps there could be a lot of words flying between these two couples at the moment, a bit of conflict and a bit of arguments happening, mental conflict, that's definitely apparent here, feeling perhaps a little like rushed or pressured, just so much pressure here. It's like a pressure cooker. Like, I want to get more on that. Pentacles and the Star. Okay. 5 of Cups. 2 5s. Yeah, there's some old stuff that needs to go from the masculine's energy here. That's coming back up. And it's coming up to be healed and moved through, and that's great. But yeah, the masculine is, I feel, quite detached from the heart in this connection at this time. Like, whatever it is that's come up has made him pull right back and really consider his future, and on both sides a lot of confliction, there's hope and healing. It's coming up to be healed, but it doesn't stop this sense of I want to say dread. Like, it's the quite sad, depressive energy. It's conflicting energy. It's it could be too many people involved. It could just be the old things that didn't work out, whether that's within this connection or previous ones, and it seems to be coming up at this time. In the heart space for the masculine, we've got the King and Queen of Swords. So there's a lot of intellect there, and there's a lot of conversation there, but there's no cups. This is a quite detached from the heart space energy. This is thinking logically. This is hard energy to move through. But I feel like it's like, yeah, okay. High Priestess has come out now in the heart space, and I just think that this couple might need to go on a break again. If this is like a twin flame couple, it might be normal for you to go in and out of each other's lives. But this, like, I feel like the message is coming in quite strongly for the masculine in the heart space, that he needs to withdraw to face something that needs to be healed or worked on. He needs to go away and do that, I feel. So that could play out a little differently for everybody, but there's a lot of big decisions being made, and it's coming from logic, not so much from the heart space, but it's also intuitively guided. We've got that High Priestess in the heart space for the masculine, so he's spot on the money. If he's being called away to go somewhere and do something and shed something, then he's got to go do that. And that might be scary. That might be causing this feeling of loss and sadness. But there's hope here too. There's plenty of hope here. But there's that pressure feeling like I've got to go do this. And it's interesting. It ties in. I'm just going to jump to the masculine's oracle card now, and it's responsibilities. The way the masculine is viewing the feminine is the Lovers and the Queen of Cups. So he knows that this is a soulmate connection for him. He knows that this is I feel like he's decided on this person, which is interesting, because it's just at this time it's looking like there's something else that needs to be addressed here. But yeah, he sees her as intuitive and gentle and kind and nurturing and just, I'm hearing yummy mummy. So she may be a mother. She just may be beautiful in that way. That's so, like a mother's squishy cuddle. And yeah, it's very yummy energy. So he loves this feminine and he can see her power and all that she is. His desire moving forward. See, this could be different for others. I mean, I see some people going into separation here. I see some people already in separation here. And I see some people working together through the triggers and wounds that are coming up. And I'm just being guided to point out I've never really noticed these before, but in the background of the King and Queen of Swords is these birds flying away. That might be significant for somebody, but it kind of teams with the rest of the message here about moving away. We've got this two major arcanas with the Strength card and the Chariot card, and I'm just being called to look at the yellow, that solar plexus energy. So this is a decision being made that surrounds personal power, that surrounds your capability to create the life that you want to create. So the masculine wants to move into power. These are power moves, and not in a toxic way, but this is this is intuitive guidance. This is about growth. This is hard decision to make, but yeah, there's this walking away energy and this literal moving away. This is moving in confidence. This is a very hard choice to make. When you see these two together, like this is taking a lot of strength and courage to make this decision, but it's for the best, I'm feeling. And then the Eight of Cups is walking away from something. So it could be literally walking away for good, that this connection can't go further at this point, and to come back again later. Or it could be walking away indefinitely. Everyone's going to be a little different, but there's responsibilities for this masculine to face. Okay, I'm going to have some water on that one. So the feminine's headspace is quite stuck a little as well on this situation. Judgment card. And then the 8 and 2 of Swords. The light, yeah. So indecision, feeling stuck, knowing that there's something big thing on the horizon, I feel. Like knowing that there's a big change coming, but really not sure how to navigate it or what it's going to be or what it's going to look like or how it's going to feel. Yeah. There's a lot of swords going on here, a lot of thoughts, a lot of processing. Not enough communication, I feel. Maybe not enough communication about this stuff. Like it's still in that almost like an incubation. Like it's just such a private little moment for each person individually here. So I'm not surprised if things aren't fully, open channels at the moment, but that's might be what's needed. There is, this is a for the best situation that's unfolding here. So if it is that you need to take space to go and deal with something for whatever reason, then it's for the best. But the feminine, is very stuck in the headspace with just kind of like no clue how to move forward from here. So probably watching this reading thinking, please give me some guidance. I don't know what to do. Oof. In the heart space, I might get one more. We've got the Justice card, Four of Wands. So we've got that Twin Flame card again. We've got the Soulmate card here. Yeah, Page of Wands. Okay. So again, there's a lot of that free-spirited energy and something like this. I didn't mention that before, but there's this need to go and do something. So in the feminine's heart space, she is trying. I feel like she's trying to. She wants an honest connection here. Whatever it is that's coming up, she doesn't want that in the connection. Whatever it is, she wants this. It's like if it's coming up in the masculine's energy that she's something that she's not approving of. It's like she wants to maintain this free spiritedness. She wants to maintain autonomy and to have this openness, this unconditional love for each other. She does want that, but she also wants it to be a justified connection and to be fair and balanced and true and honest. This is a very tricky reading to unfold, I'm sorry. I'm finding this one really, because it's like, I feel like it's big stuff, and will hit a little differently for everyone. There is this desire to, like, I feel like the feminine really does want this connection to work, and it might be a little scary if there is going to be a separation, but it's that for the best energy too, for the long term. In the way the feminine's viewing the masculine, I got the Death card and the Fool on either side of the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, transformation and change is happening here. This is big stuff. This is like life-changing sort of stuff, I feel, happening here. And so the feminine's viewing the masculine as going through this huge life change that's going to bring him to a brand new beginning. And he's juggling a lot of responsibilities as he moves through that and navigates that. I just saw the recording on my time. It was 11:11. And so that's bringing me back 11:11 to this card. And I'm just thinking that this is a message about a house or a home or a healthy home or something that the masculine needs to go and do. If that's masculine needs to go and buy a house or organize a healthier environment for the connection to move forward. That's what the feminine is wanting, and that's what the masculine appears to be working on here. It's making some huge life changes and navigating all the responsibilities that come with that to bring about a fresh new beginning for himself. He's like, yeah, it's like I'm seeing like a birthing process. I'm singing the chrysalis, all that, and it's messy. It's beautiful, but it's messy. The feminine's desire moving forward. This is interesting too. We've got this unrequited love card here, but there's also a contemplation card. And I feel like it's that she wants a healthy connection. There's something that's come up here that she doesn't want in the connection, and it's showing up with the Devil card here as well. She's in contemplation about some lower vibrational behavior or energy in the connection and wanting to remove that. She doesn't want that. I feel like, yeah, it's a big no to whatever it is that's come up. I might just go further here. We're digging deep with this connection. Ace of Swords. Oh. Seven of Swords. Ace and Ten of Cups. Or Ace of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. She wants to make it work. Like, I can see that again repeated here. She wants to make it work. She wants this justified, healthy connection with twin flame union, or just a healthy, beautiful connection. It's not nurturing. But we've got a lot of, just clarifying this Devil energy, the Emperor, the masculine could be an older person to the feminine. But if there's any, like, if he's being manipulative or controlling or any of this, devil energy showing up in his behavior. She's like, no, don't want that. I don't want that. I want honesty. I want truth. I want overfilling cups of love. I want communication. I want to strategize to make this long-term connection happen. I want to leave a legacy with you. I don't want this. I don't want this. I want this. And I feel like the feminine needs to maybe get clear on that, but she can't get clear because she needs more time to see how this unfolds. It's like it's stuck in there, very stuck energy in the headspace, but a decision is pending and calling on her soul. Much as the masculine is got the high priestess in his heart space. He could also be feeling that the feminine is so intuitive and the high priestess, but also it's guidance coming in for him. In the outcome, I mean, like, this is a bit of a messy reading, and I'm sorry, it's been really hard to unpack. But the outcome is so difficult too. The ten and nine of wands, three of pentacles in the tower. Something's crumbling here. Something's got to go. Walls need to be broken down. Heaviness needs to be dropped. Teamwork. In the middle of all this really messy stuff, we've got this beautiful silent teamwork card just tucked in the back there. But either way, I feel like even as this blows up, if this means blow up forever, then so be it. I am. But if this is just a blowing up of all these things that have come up that need to be worked through so that you can move together in healthy connection, and then the secret behind all of that is this teamwork card. It's working together. So I can't call it on this reading if this is a team that come together and work through this, or it takes space to work separately and come back together later. It does feel a bit like that. I can't call on this one. This is going to be different for everyone separately. The feminine's oracle card was integrity. Now I just noticed as well that you can see, I just got to point this out because this is what's drawing me back to the separation and coming back together thing, because I've got the twin flame card here and they're both holding a candle to each other. Responsibilities and integrity. They're both holding the same candle. And I just wonder if that's twin flame type energy, or just a candle of hope, a candle of passion, that the soul guiding light, being intuitively guided, speaking truth. Okay, so yeah. Now, I expect to see this Tower card come up for in almost every reading for the next month. I'm waiting for it. And it's good. It serves its purpose. It needs to be there to work through this heavier stuff. But there, in the outcome, there is guardedness and heaviness and old wounds that are so deep and really being carried along here that need to be addressed. You need to break that right down. Burnt down to the crisp and reborn. I had a Journey of Love card here. I'm just going to read from the last paragraph. This is, let the feminine lead the way. This oracle brings confirmation to you that what you have been feeling or sensing, even without any logical physical evidence, is worth following up on. Trust your senses over appearances. Trust your intuition over your intellect. You are letting feminine wisdom guide you, and she will steer you in the best direction. And that is the oracle. Let the feminine lead the way. So yeah, that's sorry if I left you even more confused by the end of that reading. I feel like there's a lot to be unpacked here further as time goes on, and yeah, be interesting for people that chose group 2. Let me know how that resonates with you, and I'll be really interested to know for this particular group. I mean, I'm always interested to know. I love feedback and how it hits for you, but yeah, this group is particularly working through something, so I'm going to send a bit of love through with my bowl afterwards to this group in particular, working through that. So I hope that gave you some clarity and comfort or confusion, I'm not sure. But yeah, thanks, and I'll see you next time. Hi, this is for everyone who chose group number 3. Yeah, just going to jump straight in here. Group number 3. It's been interesting relationship reads today. And I was so looking forward to this week last week because I could feel something brewing. And I can't wait to see how it plays out again next week. It's been really fun to follow the divine masculine and feminine collectives here, but we'll jump straight into the masculine's headspace. Don't get hung up on the gender, and you can change it to fit who's who in your story, but masculine energy. This just feel really nice. 6 of Cups, 3 of Cups. Aww, that's so nice. I just want to jump straight to the heart space too for the masculine. He's in a good place here, this masculine. 6 of Wands, 9 of Cups. See, if you add the 6 and the 3 of Cups together, we got the 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment, right? And then we got another 6 here as well. So it's just beautiful, soulmate, joyful, friendly, fun, connected energy. Really nice. So, okay, if I can calm down and read it. 3 of Cups, 6 of Cups is the masculine having a lot of fun in family dynamics. If there's children involved, then he's really enjoying that side of the connection. If there's other family members involved or friends, like it's just this community spirit building sort of energy. He's really enjoying the people around the feminine. And if it's not to do with other people around the feminine family and friends and such, it's also to say that he's enjoying that friendship type connection. Like there's a lot of fun being had here. This can also obviously talk about with the 6 of Cups past life connection, so feeling like you know each other, feeling like this is home for you, and feeling nostalgic together, perhaps having memories of past times together, whether this life or past life. In the heart section, heart position, we've got 6 of Cups, 9 of Cups, like I said before. So this is beautiful wish fulfillment, adding these 2 cup cards together to get a beautiful wish fulfillment in his heart space, totally feeling like his wishes are coming true. 6 of Wands is just a glorious public victory, like I see you type card. It's so successful. So yeah, this masculine is feeling seen by the feminine. He is seeing the feminine, and it's on. It's nice. It is a wish being fulfilled here in this connection. It's just so fulfilling and nurturing to the masculine at this time. He's feeling it. He's feeling supported and loved. So in the way the masculine's viewing the feminine is very perceptive and honest and communicative about giving support to the masculine, or giving support to others as well, potentially. Potentially the feminine is somebody who is charitable and kind and often helping other people with her wisdom or just insight, in whatever way that she can be of service. The masculine is viewing the feminine as honest and truthful, and it's the same thing, and perhaps communicating a lot about how to meet in the middle with this connection, perhaps making sure we're both on the same page and making sure that we're both like it's an equal give and take in the connection. So maybe communicating some of that stuff to make sure that things continue to move on in a nice, healthy way, like clearing any air as it comes up. The masculine's desire moving forward is the twin flame card. I think we've seen this in every reading now, and but doesn't have to be a twin flame connection. It's also, marriage type connections, beautiful connections to your community. It's that feeling again about the people around the feminine that masculine might be enjoying, whether that's family or community sense feelings, friends. But yeah, just having a lot of hope for the just, I feel like the masculine can see this as just like his life is heading in the most nurturing, beautiful, prosperous type direction. Like, can it get any better than this? sort of stuff. They're really nice. The masculine is excited about the future and really feeling the connection. His oracle card is you are ready. And you are ready. You are ready to have all these blessings come into your life, especially if you're in a place where you've been doubting some of your worth or your ability to receive these connections, like am I worthy, or any of that sort of stuff coming up. Know that you're ready. You are worthy, and that these blessings are coming to you because they're meant for you. The feminine's headspace. We have the Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. So this could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We've got Capricorn and Virgo. Also here we've got Taurus, Libra, Pisces, Gemini, Aquarius. So, you know, they could be someone for you, maybe not, doesn't matter, it's fine. But yes, we have the feminine wanting to work together with the masculine to support him, to support the connection, to support the dream, the longevity, the plan. And I feel like this is sort of coupling in with the way the masculine was viewing the feminine as being supportive and perceptive and truthful. And I'm seeing that again here with the teamwork with the feminine in the mind space. The feminine might be using some of her mental intellect to help the masculine through something, or together work with the masculine to move through something. But yeah, teamwork, building, cooperation, collaboration, it's nice. In the heart space, we've got the Judgment card and the Ace of Wands. And there's a few other cards here that are quite sexual of nature, so I feel like their sex is on fire at this particular point in the reading for this couple. Yes, so I want to get another card on the heart space for the feminine, because I feel like I feel a little thing there. Okay, there it is. 10 of Wands. Yeah, I felt like there was something heavier here. Like, it's really positive reading, but there's something felt, even, I don't know why I felt it just did. 10 of Wands, I feel like that flipped in reverse, but I'm not sure, I just picked it up. Oh, okay, King of Cups. Okay, so yeah, maybe the masculine is, working through something and the feminine's helping him work through it, because if that came out reversed, it would be King of Cups, 10 of Wands in reverse, and it's like the masculine is going, the feminine's helping the masculine through something. He's like rearranging his life so that it's not heavy anymore. And whether that's to do with responsibilities or things in his life, and his Saturn would be kicking ass there, totally making us look at things a little differently, especially in regards to the mundane and the responsibilities and where we show up, and you know, like responsibility over what my soul needs sort of stuff coming up for a lot of people. And making what the soul needs tangible, rather than thinking that you always have to stay in responsibility and logic, you know. But I feel like there's this fresh new energy come in for the couple in the heart space, and there's like, this reading is high vibe and really sexual and playful and fun and friendly. But underneath, there's some deeper stuff happening. You'll be aware of it because you're going through it. And I feel like this sexual playfulness that's taking over at the moment is really helping with any of that heavier stuff. And it might be on the masculine side. But anyway, the feminine's way that she's viewing the masculine. So these cards are a little bit... they can talk of addictions and stuff, can talk about drinking or drugs or anything like that, or maybe hiding in sex and romance within the connection as well. Like, I feel like the sex is helping the connection at this point. But anyway, the feminine is viewing the masculine as indulging in some addictive behaviours, perhaps, but wanting to work on those too. I'm going to get another one here as well. Oh, no, sword straight out. Emperor. Okay. I'm going to need more on that, do I? Emperor. Yeah. So he's the masculine's got some responsibilities to face. And he's trying to deal with those responsibilities and also show up and have fun with the feminine and be lighthearted there too. But there's some deeper stuff going on. I feel like there's something under the surface here that needs to, I felt that the whole reading, something needs to be addressed. Something is being addressed perhaps, but in a way that's not heavy. It's like if there's this heavy issue for either one of you, you're dealing with it in a way that it's like the outcome's already made manifest. It's like, this is heavy. I've got to figure out how to rearrange this or let it go completely. And in doing that, the result that you would receive being that, free-spiritedness and fun and just lightheartedness and that release and lift. And it's like that's the process. I don't know if that made sense, but it just feels like you're just jumping straight to the outcome here in the way that you're dealing with this issue, whatever the issue is. Bringing joy in. I feel like that's the right way to deal with things. Lightheartedness, understanding, teamwork, cooperation, showing up, giving it a go. The feminine is really attracted. I see a lot of sexual attraction from the feminine right in this moment for the masculine, in the sense that he's just so masculine. And the feminine, I'm just going to go straight to the feminine's oracle card, is attraction. And there is some Shakti energy there in that image. So, anyway, we'll move on to the feminine's desire moving forward. I feel like romantic times are flying high here, but anyway, the desire moving forward is the Lovers, the Magician, and the High Priestess. So she feels this connection on a whole other level. This is just totally limitless potential. This is two people coming together if they're not been together for a long time already. It feels like almost some climax point. It's so funny. I'm getting all this imagery that's related to sex. So if sex is on fire right now for you guys, then go for it. Have a great time. This is wonderful. But you're working through things on a deeper level. It's sacred sex. It's not cold or anything. I don't even want to list the things that it could be, because it's not that. It's sacred and it's healing and it's powerful. Sex magic might be getting used here a little bit with good intentions. The outcome for this, I don't even want to jump to the outcome yet, because these are three major powerful arcanas. Yeah, three major arcanas that are powerful. Look at this, actually. Yeah. This is divine masculine, divine feminine coming together here. This is the feminine's desire. Okay, because I'm seeing this as the powerful masculine, and I'm seeing this as the powerful feminine, and then here they are in the center as the Lovers. Anyway, I'll go to the outcome. It's just huge. The outcome is, how did that stand? Yes. So the Page of Pentacles, a message about a manifestation coming to life, a new journey, a new prosperous journey. The Ace of Pentacles, the exact pentacle. And the outcome for that is the Hierophant. So, a beautiful traditional connection, a marriage-like connection. It could be that you want to get married or do get married. At the moment, it's early days or the beginning of a new journey together in some way or another, whether you've been together for a long time or not. There's something new and fresh coming in here, a new manifestation, but it leads to higher learning, but also deeper commitment. You're invested. These two people are invested. The masculine, you are ready. The feminine is so attracted. I love this. I love that I'm finishing off the love reads today with a really high vibe one, because the two other ones were challenging. Maybe you chose one of those groups as well, because there is an underlying challenge here that you're moving through, like the masculine might be dealing with some addiction issues or codependence or something, but you're working with it in a way that's so high vibe and playful and like making the most of it, if that makes sense. Anyway, the last card, which is a Sinistry card, is Sensual Awakening. And look, if you see the image, you can't see it properly. I just love that you can see her breasts and her arms thrown backwards, and she's just in a spiral of her being. That Shakti energy is just like full expression. I love it. Feeling this reading, feeling it. Okay, so I'm just going to go. I'll go straight to the outcome here. The last paragraph. This oracle brings you guidance that your sensual nature needs to play, and it doesn't require an external lover to do so, though that is one way, of course. It can be expressed through massage, creating art, spending time in nature, swimming, dancing mindfully, feeling the sun or air on your skin, drinking aromatic tea, taking a bath, playing with what feels good for you, and enjoying the indulgence. It will bring you renewed energy, and apart from that, it's fun. And that's just, how do you finish a reading any better than that? It's been all about that Shakti, beautiful, playful, friendly, just, I really like it. So, I think that was a much shorter reading, this one, but I'll close that there with, and I just want to show as well beautiful energy, the beautiful energy and colour here matching on the attraction and sensual awakening card. So this could be I do feel the sexual sort of stuff more on the feminine side. I mean, it takes two to tango, we're all involved here, but the masculine's enjoying it, but I don't know, maybe the feminine's leading it or taking things to the next level, or maybe it's the feminine who is the one who needs to open the next petal of her divine lotus to the masculine, and so she's perhaps allowing that petal to unfold so that they can step deeper into connection. But yeah, anyway, I'll finish that there, and then if you want to let me know how that resonates in the comments section below, I would love to hear how that resonates for you. And yeah, I hope that gave you some sort of clarity or comfort or guidance in any which way, and I look forward to reading again soon. Bye.